Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Here's my prediction for Kentucky and Georgia, both undefeated teams. Kentucky's having a really good year. They're coming off of their thrashing over Florida. They pretty much embarrassed them. Really, to be honest, most of that running production came in the first half. The second half, they didn't run for quite as much. Outside of that opening touchdown drive to start the second half, where they kind of pulled away there. And Florida's offense clearly is, not very good. But Georgia's a whole nother animal. They're well coached. They're really good offensively, especially on third down. One of the best teams in the country at that. Carson Beck, I think he's had his struggles this year. However, he went to Auburn and played very well. He did throw a pick. There was a fumble in that game at one point, but he came back to win. He had over 300 yards passing, and he had the game-winning touchdown pass to Brock Bowers, the only touchdown he had. But here's the thing. When a young quarterback goes there and wins like he does, he struggles, but then still hangs on and finds ways to win and put up some stats like he did, I think that helps him grow up. They're coming back home to play a really good Kentucky team, a real physical, hard-nosed team. Here's the only problem I have with Kentucky. Devin Leary is their quarterback. He did not do a good job throwing the football against Florida. He did not. Now, a lot of that wasn't necessarily his fault. He did have some dropped passes. I remember 2 dropped passes on third down to where Kentucky had to punt the ball. And that's the thing. Offensively, on third down, Kentucky is not a good team. They don't convert as much as they need to. And in the red zone, I remember the one pass that was his fault. Devin Leary overthrew somebody who was clearly wide open, and nobody from Florida was in his face. Guess what? Georgia's guys will be in his face all game long. They got nothing but elite athletes everywhere on the field. While I do think Kentucky's physicality and toughness and strength at the line of scrimmage will make this a good game, and I do think it will be low scoring for the most part. And I do think Georgia's going to have their struggles. Here's the thing. Just because I said Carson Beck grew up, I'm not saying he's about to be the best quarterback in the country and he's about to have thousands of yards passing. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is he's going to be presented with problems with guys in his face. He's going to see more coverages. He's going to make better decisions by not throwing the ball right into coverage, or he's going to be a little more accurate. I say a little bit because it takes time to develop that. He hasn't played very much football. He's still kind of young, 4 years, but he hasn't started. That's what I mean. I think he's going to play well. I think the passing game that Georgia has, and I think the ability for Georgia's defense to hold off Kentucky's running game. Here's the thing. I know Auburn ran the ball well. They had like 219 yards. But that was with unexpected quarterback run plays that Georgia obviously didn't expect in that game. You take that away, it's a little bit different. So, and the fact that this is a home game, I think Georgia wins 33-16. I don't think Kentucky's going to put up enough offense to win this game. I think Georgia pulls away pretty convincingly.